Hey guys, welcome back to the Film Fan Club. My name is Sam Carrico once again, and today we're going to talk about 13 Hours. 13 Hours, or I guess the full title is 13 Hours, The Secret Soldiers of Benghazi. It is directed by Michael Bay, and I know, it's fun to crap on Michael Bay, but I'm not going to do that in this review. I really enjoyed this film, more so than I thought I would, and I've been wrestling with in my head whether or not I actually enjoyed it more so than American Sniper, and we'll get to that a little bit later. Now, what is it about, though? It is about the true story of in 2012, whenever the things went wrong, whenever a United States ambassador went on a trip to Benghazi and got attacked, and these guys, these secret soldiers who were covert agents that weren't really even maybe supposed to be there, they went into, they were the first, I don't know if they were the first responders, the last resort, but they went to help out nonetheless, and this is their story. And I'm not really going to get any more into it than that because, spoilers and everything, but well, let me talk about the cast, I guess, for a second. John Krasinski, he's from The Office, he's in this film. He's just the best part of this movie, actually, and that's not even a bad thing on the movie. He just does a really good job. I was really worried that he was going to kind of just the entire time, I'm just going to be looking at Jim from The Office, and no, maybe it's the beard or something that helps, but after 5 minutes of seeing him, I really bought into, this is Jack, this is this character that he plays. I'm not even seeing John Krasinski or Jim anymore, so it's funny, Jack, John, Jim. But it was a very good film. He did a great job in it. And who else is in there? There's a couple other notable actors. I'm blanking on them right now. The guy who played Roy from The Office. He's in this film, as well as the guy who plays Pornstache in Orange Is the New Black. I don't know either of their names. I didn't bother looking it up. The other thing is that Michael Bay's direction that people obviously want me to talk about probably. He does a really good job. I gotta say, I watched an interview with him I believe it was with Collider that he was talking to, and I was like, gosh, this guy's a genius, which made me even more so upset whenever he doesn't show it in films like Transformers or films, like just the big blockbusters that he seems to not have much respect for. I know he does have a great respect for the American military and the service, so it was really good to see him pay homage and do it justice, and he really did try to do that, and I really appreciate that he was able to do that. I was really afraid that there's going to be like a slow motion shot of a girl getting out of a car wearing a skirt or something, and you see her ass, and I was like, oh, but or a Bud Light or something, but it didn't. I didn't see any of that, actually. I didn't see any of those things. He said in the interview that I aforementioned, where I realized that he's really smart, he said that he only goes stylized like 1 or 2 times in this film, but there was a lot more than 1 or 2 times where I feel like it was very stylized. But I kind of liked the stylized aspects of it. It did get in the way sometimes where I was just kind of like, you're kind of just beating me over the head with it, Michael Bay, but being that it's Michael Bay and being that this is still something different from him that is out of what I've seen from him at least so far, I was really excited to see some of these things that he was doing and see him try this, because I'm just not used to that from him. I'm used to boom, explosion, hot girl, Bud Light, silly lines, robots peeing on people. None of that was in this film. There was some slow motion shots and there was explosions, but nothing that made me roll my eyes at it. And let me get into the cons, I guess, because this film isn't without flaws, and some of the flaws are in its characters. We have a lot of the stereotypical archetypes in this film. One of which is the nagging boss who doesn't let you do anything and oh, you do not have jurisdiction, I know people are dying over there, but don't you dare, it's not your order, soldier, you stand down, I'm a dick. And it's like, that's your whole character. And then at the, well, this is kind of a spoiler, not really a spoiler, but of course at the end he's going to have now a newfound respect for these guys. He's like, I appreciate what you did. And I'm just like, okay, what did you do the entire time? But I don't even know if an actor could have saved it. It was a little bit poorly written, that character, the boss character, the supervisor character. I didn't even know his name. Another archetype that I didn't really appreciate, or maybe it just wasn't poorly executed again, was John Krasinski's on-screen wife. She was kind of portrayed as the stereotypical nagging wife that's back home who's just constantly trying to bring down our protagonist for doing what he's doing and serving his country, and is just a lot of stereotypical nonsense that didn't really, whenever we got to those scenes, I just kind of rolled my eyes. I was just ready for it to move on back to the action stuff. Because the actual characters and the camaraderie between our soldiers in the film, it's actually really believable and enjoyable. I like a lot of those scenes. Tying into a negative, I guess, there is a lot of, like, I mean, you could take a shot every time you hear the word bro or brother, and you'd be pretty wasted by the end of the film, because they say that a lot. There is a lot of, like, American, kind of stuff in this film. But I mean, it's a film, like, it's like American Sniper, and this film is about the American military, and you're gonna be dealt in a very manly way. It's not something like The Danish Girl. It's just kind of beats you over the head about it sometimes, especially when you have characters. They weren't drinking Bud Lights with the cans facing, but there's lots of, like, talk about girls and bro and what it means, just a lot of that stereotypical stuff again. But this film is done well. A lot of that stereotypical, okay, aside from the archetypal characters that I talked about earlier, even a lot of the stereotypical talk between the guys and the soldiers and the way they're portrayed, it's done very well. It's done with respect, it's done with care, and the action in this film is great. The intensity is great in this film. There were a lot of times where I was on the edge of my seat. I looked over, and the other members of the audience, they were on the edge of their seat. They were captivated by it. I didn't roll my eyes except for like once. This is a really good film. What can I say? And did I like it better than American Sniper? Yeah, I did. And American Sniper was nominated for Best Picture. I don't think it should have been nominated for Best Picture. It shouldn't have. It wasn't that great of a movie, American Sniper. It was a good film. It was probably about a 7, and I have to give this one a 7. No, I don't think this film is exactly a 7.5. I just think it's better than American Sniper by a little bit. And so I'm going to give this film, it's such a cop-out move, I'm going to give this film a 7.25 out of 10 stars. 13 Hours, The Secret Soldiers of Benghazi, directed by Michael Bay, is a movie that you should watch, because in January, it's just usually, I wasn't even going to see this film, okay? I was not. I'm going to admit it right here. I wasn't interested until I started hearing some of the buzz about it, and people are saying this is Michael Bay's best movie. Film critics that I actually respect. So that was really exciting for me to hear, and so whenever I heard about that, I was like, it's a January movie. January is usually a crap pile full of filth for movies, and if I could find any hidden gems in the month, honestly, I'm going to try and find them, and this is a little hidden gem that came out in January, guys. I'm really excited to tell you to go watch 13 Hours, The Secret Soldiers of Benghazi. Gosh, that's a long title. I'm just going to call it 13 Hours from now. I think even the film just says the title card is just 13 Hours. I don't know why it put it on the poster. Well, so that way you know it's a Benghazi movie. Go check out the Benghazi movie. You can find me on the various social media sites at Samuel D. Carrico, and be sure you check out the Film Fan Club show every Wednesday on this channel. Thanks a lot, guys. We'll see you next time.